Hello, everyone. This is Deepak, and I want to welcome all of you guys to our upcoming Wealth Summit. So that's happening on December 10th. If you have not yet registered for it, please go to sanjeevcpa.com and register for this Wealth Summit. Now, we only have 500 seats there, so once those seats are taken, there's nothing else we can do. And as every year, a lot of people walk in at the last minute and they try to get a seat, but there is no seat. So please do register in advance. Just go to sanjeevcpa.com and register there. Now, today I want to talk to Sam. Sam is a financial planner, and every year we have a financial planner there. So this year, Sam will be telling us about a little document known as financial plan. So, Sam, what is this financial plan?
So, thank you for having me, Deepak. So, my name is Sam Osagira. I'm with Optimal Wealth Solutions. I've been a financial advisor for going on 17 years.
17 years, man. That's a long time.
17 years, so quite a bit of time. So, when we discussed this earlier, you said, how can we help people? And I figured the best place to start with most people is a financial plan. So what is a financial plan? A financial plan is a blueprint for people to follow to achieve their financial goals.
Okay.
So that's different for every single person.
But Sam, wouldn't, like, when I talk to Jack and Jill, they always think they have a plan.
Sure.
Everybody got a plan.
Yeah, so, in your head, right? We all got a plan in your head.
So how is your plan different than their plan?
So what we want to do, the very first place that we start with people is to understand what are their goals and why.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people they have an idea of what they want to achieve, but they don't have it solidified.
Okay, so what does that mean? Like, does that mean like a number in mind during their retirement ages, or is that, income in mind? Like, okay, we need X amount of income per month, or is it, I want to take X cruises a year? I mean, what
yes.
What are you looking for?
Absolutely, all those points.
All of those, okay.
Yes. So what a lot of people say when I ask them, what does retirement look like?
Okay.
They say, I just want to be comfortable.
Okay.
Right? And then, so what is my follow-up from there? What does that mean to you as an individual? For every single person, it's going to be something different. So when I start to work that out with people, I have that sometimes come up. I want to go on 2 vacations per year.
Okay.
I want to make sure my expenses are covered.
All right.
Right? And then we work from there. So we want to flesh out what's their actual ideal goal. Then we work backwards through the numbers.
All right.
Right? So to achieve that, we have to know where you're at right now and where you want to go.
Okay.
So then we can map out how to do that the right way.
So Sam, a lot of people watching this, like I said, they have some sort of plan. Can you give me like maybe 2 or 3 common mistakes that you see people making over and over again, and why they kind of get derailed from the plan they have?
Of course, yes. There's a myriad of reasons why people kind of get diverted from that. I think the number one issue, the number one problem that I see with people that have the plan, they haven't written it out and tested to see if it'll work.
Okay.
Right? So there's actually a research study that said of people that were tallied, 70-something% said they felt comfortable they could cover their basic necessities. Of that 70%, only about 13% actually tested it. Right? So they think they can do that, but they actually haven't looked at the numbers. So I think that's the number one thing. You have to figure out, this is my goal, how do I achieve it, and what do I do to double check it'll work.
Okay.
The other thing is you have to constantly change.
So let me ask you this. So, for example, in this particular example, when people come to you, they probably come with some sort of plan, right? So do you tell them that, hey, look, this plan will fail in such scenarios?
Well, actually, most people don't come with a plan.
Really?
They have an idea of the plan,
okay,
of what they would want to do, but they don't have an actually written plan. I've rarely ever seen that.
Okay.
One guy in 17 years had like 20 spreadsheets. He was an engineer.
So nobody walks in with a napkin in their hand?
Yeah. They got an idea. They have their statements of like, here's all my money, but that's not a plan, right?
Okay.
That's not a strategy. So that's really what I got to do is help them put that together in a concise plan.
Interesting.
So
now, during the Wealth Summit, what would people expect from you? What would you give them during the Wealth Summit?
So I'm going to give them a few things to look for with working with a financial professional. Some key components that they should look into when they're going to work with somebody. I'm also going to offer people, I'm going to have a one sheet where they could put their data inputs, and I can give them a one-page screenshot of where they're at financially. So if they took everything they're doing right now and they fast forward it to their goal, I'll be able to give them a percentage of the likelihood that that's going to be successful.
So that's very interesting. I actually ran that scenario with Sam earlier, and I think you guys will greatly appreciate it when he does that. And there's no cost to it. He will do it complimentary for everyone at the summit. So the sooner you come there, by the way, the more than likely you will get that plan in your hand, because it does take some time for them to crunch the numbers and get that data back to you. So if you come in early, fill out that sheet and give it to Sam, you should have your results by the end of the day, providing you give him the sheet on time. The longer you take, I mean, imagine there will be 500-600 people there. He won't be able to process everyone there. So sooner you do that, the sooner he will get that results back to you. And what's interesting is what Sam is doing is, you have a plan, right? I have a plan. Everybody has a plan. So you have a plan, you put that on the paper, and Sam will come back to you and say, look, you have a 60% chances of success. That means you have 40% chances of failure, right? You want to know how can you avoid those failures. You want to know how can you take that plan to perhaps 80% or 90% or even 100+% success rate, right? So that's the idea behind that. So no matter what you think, no matter what your goals are, no matter how smart you think you are or what strategies you think you are, there are always weaknesses. And that's what Sam specializes in identifying those weaknesses and letting you know in advance so you can do something about them. Like, one of the key challenges, you can't fix something you don't know is broken, because you will assume that it's not broken and you will continue to down that path until, there's a big bump.
Right.
Right.
Then it may be too late.
More than likely, it will be too late. Now, once again, Sam will be at the Wealth Summit whole day long. So just come in early, fill out that paper, give it to him so he can get that results back in your hand. There's no charge that day. All the presenters who will be there, they will be available to provide you their advice, answer your questions at no charge to you that day. So Sam is absolutely available to you at no cost. But if you choose to pay for his services, I can tell you that he charges for financial plans anywhere between $2,000 to $8,000, depending upon what your unique situation is. So you can get a lot of value out of Sam that particular day. Now, in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below this video so I can try to get those answered by Sam before the Wealth Summit, or you can definitely reach out to me and I can try to get those questions answered in private. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and please do register for the Wealth Summit if you have not already done so on sanjeevcpa.com. As you guys know, we will have an estate planning attorney, we'll have a corporate attorney, we'll have an immigration attorney, we will have a financial planner, we will have the real estate, we'll have mortgage, we will have obviously Sanjeev Gupta CPA, and I will be at your service as well, along with our entire staff, which is almost 30 people here in the office. So a lot of people to answer your questions in that one day. So can you imagine how many people you can talk to, how many questions you can get answered that one day? So a lot of value. Hello everyone, this is Deepak, and I want to welcome all of you guys to our upcoming Wealth Summit. So that's happening on December 10th. If you have not yet registered for it, please go to sanjeevcpa.com and register for this Wealth Summit. Now we only